Alright, what is up you guys? It is Dairy Queen, and I am coming at you with another video. In today's video, yes, it is minors. But I promise I'm not addicted to minors, and I will be bringing you some other stuff. I just wanted to go over mainly this one attack I had here. Now what happened here is the queen walked on me. She did not go where I wanted her to go. This happens, it can happen in a war attack or a CWL attack. I understand this isn't one of those. That can be detrimental, and you need to know what to do to recover from that. So, you can see here, we're setting up our funnel. My goal is to go for this eagle with a queen charge. And what you're going to see here is my queen's going to end up walking this way due to these open gaps here. So, I didn't foresee that, and because of that, she's going to walk around the base, and it just totally throws me off. And when something this big goes wrong in one of your attacks, it's almost like a shock and awe factor, and you kind of stop thinking. You're like, oh, what the heck am I supposed to do now? So one thing I've realized is we talk a lot about funneling in Clash of Clans, and anyone who's Itsu, Galdon, anyone you're watching, any war attacks, you always talk about the funnel. What I've learned is that if this queen walks, it's just a really expensive funnel. So you can see right now, at this point in the game, we got about, not half the base, but a good portion of this half of the base cleared out. Which means if I can send my king here and clean these trash buildings, then the miners can go straight, and hopefully some of them will get the town hall. Now, in medium wars, you can see some ring bases like this, and they're high risk, high reward. They oftentimes can get one star if something like this does go wrong. But you see here, we're starting our king and our baby dragon, and right now, you're going to see we're going to have a pretty good funnel going, and the whole point is to try to save the 2-star. At this point in your war, you're not really expecting a 3-star, and chances are you're not going to get it, but you still got to get that 2nd star. So as you see right here, we have a pretty decent funnel. The only thing we got to worry about is our miners peeling out here, and as you saw, we got 2-star, 60-something percentage. So they do go for the town hall. So you see here, we didn't get the eagle down. The town hall's activated. Right now it's looking rough, but we saved onto our warring ability for when we needed it most. We got about maybe a third of our miners on the town hall. We're going to heal them to help fight this Giga Tesla. And from here, we saved it. So what the big point of this is if your queen walks, just look at it as the most expensive funnel of all time. Because in an essence, that's what it is. It's just a really expensive funnel. So guys, with that, we're going to boost up our heroes quick, and then we're going to go do an attack, see what we can do. We might purposely fail, or we might just stomp a base, I'm not sure. So we're going to go out and try to find a base and see what we can do. Alright, good. First search, he's got the eagle in the town hall in the center, so I probably can't get both with one wall wrecker push. This is actually a common internet base. That could be a... Alright, and he's only got 2 Infernos. So doing the initial scout. I don't really want to go into a single Inferno. Ooh, decisions. Ah, what the heck. We'll go from this side towards the eagle and the single Inferno. So we're going to cut our funnel with our cheap giants and wizards. And then we're going to do a baby dragon for the other side of the funnel. Baby dragon takes a mine. Luckily it wasn't a black mine. Alright, so now we're going to start our queen. We don't want her peeling off to that army camp. Do a coconut loon. Okay, so she should go in now. And then heal. We're going to freeze this single Inferno. Catch the queen in there. We're probably going to have to do one more freeze because I want to break into the main compartment. Okay, yep. And, oh, the queen is walking. How perfect is that? Oh, she turned around. I stand corrected. We're going to have to burn her ability. Oh, yep, just walk right by that Inferno. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. So now we have the eagle down. Alright, so right here, I can't pause it. We can show it in a replay, but I see a clear path that the miners can take, so I'm going to use the king to start the funnel. I'm going to drop in the miners here, and then warden behind, rage up the king, get him ahead of the miners. I don't normally rage miners. We want to get them through there. We're just going to poison the town hall, whatever. Queen's working on the town hall. And we are on pace for a safe 2-star. Bam, just like that. Heal into this wizard tower. Queen's going strong, and hopefully the miners can distract the single so the queen stays alive. One of the biggest things with queen walk miners when pop that ability is if the queen can stay alive the whole attack, your chances of a 3-star just went through the roof. Oh, and miners take down that inferno. Come on. Oh, they just don't get it in time. But we might have enough here. We did only have giants in the clan castle, but hey, that's not a problem. Right now we're just cruising through. We got 1 storage left. Alright. We have pretty much all our miners up, and our king is still walking around the base to help keeping them in the base where they can get healed up. King started down here, and he ended up here, and he's not even going to die. So that is some good value out of the king. His only purpose in this strategy is to funnel. So he got great value, and with that, we landed ourselves a triple. And our queen, man, she can't make up her mind. First she walked out, and then she walked right back in. That was crazy. So there we go. I'm going to quick go back and show you what I was talking about. So at this point, let me fast forward. So we cut the funnel on both sides, and we're going to send in our wall wrecker and queen. So we'll just let that happen. Freezing getting in, so she walks right here, and then she comes back. Alright, so we're cruising along. Okay, right here, I don't have to really watch the queen, because I know she's not going to instantly die. So right now my thought is, where can I put the miners in? And I've cleared out this part of the base. So with that, I realized that I'm looking to come up here towards the town hall, where I'd put the king up here and clear that, but I'm not comfortable because of this compartment. So I look down here and I see, alright, even these trash buildings are destroyed. We send our king here, he'll go up. Hopefully he doesn't go for the wall. If he were lured in, he would. But he's going to go up, and then I know I can send my miners through here, and the queen and everything will wrap around in here. And that way, I know that this attack will be successful. Especially in CWL. I mean, you can't always 3-star, but as you know, we did here. So we send in the king. And at this point, everything's looking as good as can be. We have our queen charge going full health towards the town hall. We took out the eagle and the enemy queen. We have our king going, who's going to ensure the funnel that the miner's staying here. This is a little wider than I like, but you can get almost every miner in a heal spell in here. So basically want to create a lane for the miners to go through. And in 4 times through there, they go through there. We rage them and we heal them all up. And they just completely cruise through the base. Sadly, our queen went down, but that's what you get. I don't know why he didn't have a 3rd inferno. He maxed out his town hall, but didn't even have an inferno. We might get some troops. And I'll show you one attack while we're waiting on a slightly more upgraded base that went well. So, looking at this base, I almost always go for the eagle, and you can see here, it's like a big square. This is how I'm visualizing the base. And I think to myself, alright, we're going to take the eagle out in this whole square that I outlined. When you do that, if it actually happens like you envision in your head, then next I envision king going here, clearing these trash buildings, and then sending the miners in here. That's what I envision in my head in the attack, my quick planning. Or you have a lot more than 30 seconds in a multiplayer, which is a good test of how fast you can think on the fly. So what we do here, we'll 2 times through, we're going to try to cut the funnel. This is a corner funnel, so you got to get both sides. You got to go right up the middle. We offset the wall wrecker just a little bit. No particular reason. We're going to go through, and this queen charge works out perfectly. She doesn't walk. We cleared all the buildings we needed to. And the queen's going to get all the value we need. Big thing's the eagle. And now at this point, it went exactly how I planned in my head so far. So right now we're looking really good. We basically, as you see, it looks like a big square we took out. So then, next step is that king to clear these trash buildings and miners up the middle. Just how I anticipated in my head. So we'll 2 times through there. Queen's good value. Got a right there. I popped the ability because I just couldn't scroll over to the freeze because I was deploying it. But you need to be aware. When I scouted it, I realized he had single Inferno, so I know that if my queen gets too close, what's going to happen. That's something you need to have in the back of your head. I just knew. She didn't get low yet, but with the single Inferno, she goes from low to dead instantly. So right now we're healing through. We have a raged up queen, everything. There's some miners down here which are helping with the funnel, but most of the miners are in the core, which is what we want. And at this point, we're looking solid. We drop our last heal spell through the multi. And at this point, we only have 1 wizard tower to go through. And this decently upgraded base just got steamrolled. And I believe I only... I'm not sure how close time was, but with queen charge miners, I like to start the king and the funnel and the miners going no later than 130. If you go after 130, then you have your chances are going to time fail. Alright, this is an interesting base, and this is more something you would see in war, so we're going to attack this. So if this were a safe war attack, I'm not trying to get the eagle, but I do see 3 wizard towers right here, which is not the best base building. Single, multi-inferno. Alright, so we're going to try to wall wrecker in through here. There's no air defense close here, so that's why I'm going to choose the baby dragon here. I'm going to set it on the barracks. Get those 2 barracks, not on the storage, because the storage is tanky. I'm going to do giants and wizards here. Hopefully they can clear that storage. We'll put the archers... Well, they didn't get on it, but... Oh, are we going to get that storage? That could be a problem. We're going to drop in these loons for coconut loons. We're going to try to get any black mines. And we are just going to cruise on through here. My initial thoughts are just to charge in here. And I haven't planned out where my miners are going to go yet. In an actual war attack, I'd probably recommend doing so. But I'm just hoping to get 3 of these wizard towers. That would be nice. We're going to rage just to speed things up. And no CC, no queen. But that's alright. And that's only a multi, so I don't have to worry about it. And ideally, the queen can snipe the town hall, and then we can just use miners for percentage, which is what we want. Actually, we'll freeze all that. Probably wasn't the best freeze. Just going to play around. We're going to rage her up. There's a double cannon there. We're going to freeze this again. Okay, come on, queen, go for that inferno. And then oh, the air defense picked off all my heroes, so this queen's going to die. Locks on town hall, pop the ability. Alright. Now, this lane, there's too much trash to clear out. So we're going to... Basically, just going to send the miners in a line, and hopefully they go in. But at this point in the game, we really just need percentage. So come on, king. Come on, king. I'm going to rage the king up. Get him ahead of the miners. So now the miners should go in, excuse me. We can hold on to our heals right now, because there is pretty much no splash in the area. So have some late heal spells, and there are only 2 wizards and single infernos, but we don't have much time left. But hopefully we can get a high percentage. Giant bomb will heal him up. There are some skeleton traps. And the queen took out the town hall, so we don't really need the warden for anything specific. Man, they were stuck on something there for a while. And that queen charge, I did lose track of time, which you don't usually want to do. I see I only have 40 seconds. That's not a lot of time. So right now I'm just hoping for a high number as possible. Miners don't split. We're going to pop the ability. That was a terrible warden ability. No biggie. Heal them up by the last wizard tower, and then we'll see how far we get. This one looks like we'll run out of time before we run out of juice on the miners. So, there. Nearly fully maxed out base. Granted, he didn't have a CC or a queen. About at 80% 2-star? Maybe. Maybe. Come on, miners. Wow, blow through that storage. 79% 2-star. I'll take that. The max base. Still improvement to be made. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And the big thing to take away is that if your queen or anything walks, something goes drastically long, just look at it as a really expensive funnel and adapt on the fly.